the tolerances on the swing arm pivot again.
Already done. The torque is exactly 75 Newton meters.
Check the damping valve clearance here.
Looks within tolerance, but let's double check the oil viscosity.
The damping curve looks good now.
Yes, that should eliminate the nosedive. Locking in the settings. Check the play on the needle bearings here.
Yeah.
Looks minimal, but let's grease the connection points before we mount the swing arm.
Alignment looks perfect at speed. No run out detected. We're clear for assembly. We have to ensure these calipers are perfect. The rider needs precise control before the jumps.
Agreed. The modulation on the master cylinder is critical for those hard landings.
Clutch plates look good, still within tolerance.
The chain stretch is almost at the limit. We should replace it before the next race.
The precise cable routing and lever setup are critical for mid-air correction and maintaining control during hard landings.
These new pegs should really help with stability on the rough landings.
Yeah. Look at the angle on these teeth. They won't slip.
Check the clearance on the shift lever.
Looks good, but the vibration on the right peg is spiking at 40 hertz.
We have to make sure these hoses can handle the pressure.
Especially with the mud packing in the fins. The airflow looks good through the guards now.
It's much better. This setup should handle the heat easily.
We've got a rapid temperature spike at the header. It's failing. Cut the power.
This is why we check the seal every race. Even a small amount of dust will wear the engine quickly.
Understood.
Check the seal right here.
Looks good, torque it down. Airflow is stable, but look at the pressure drop right here.
Yeah, the seal looks compromised near the base.
Look at the stress marks on the chain guide here. It took a beating.
The radiator fins are completely bent. Good thing we had the guards on.
These guards have to withstand significant abuse. We simulate direct rock strikes and high-velocity debris to guarantee performance.
Check the mounting points again.
Torque to spec, this one is ready for the track. Torque is set.
How's the alignment looking?
It's perfect. Clearance is spot on.
Solid, ready for the track.
The compression data is holding steady on the display.
Good. Rerunning the steering sequence now.
According to the simulation, we need more preload here.
Okay, I've adjusted the compression damping. The sensors are ready.
Fork seals look good, completely protected.
Check the airbox seal again, make sure no mud gets in.
Impact successful on the skid plate.
Minimal damage recorded. Move to the fork guards. The integrity is holding up well.
Check the alignment marks here. The tension has to be precise.
Got it. The clearance looks good on the slider too.
Ramping up the load now, check the tension on the guide.
Tension is stable, alignment holding true at 500 RPM.
These friction plates are worn unevenly.
See how the basket is notched right here? That's causing the drag when we land hard.
See the travel marker? We're utilizing most of the stroke.
Yeah. We need firm braking before that ramp. The lever feels solid.
The front brake pressure is holding steady during the initial deceleration.
And the fork dive is within the expected range for this load simulation.
Travel is solid. Radiator guards secure.
Tire pressure at 22. We're clear.
Rebound damping is fading rapidly.
Temperatures are spiking past 200 degrees Celsius. We're seeing cavitation. Adjust the high-speed compression, 2 clicks out.
2 clicks out, torque is good.
Right, let's test the damping. Yes, that's dialed in. Look at this flat spot right here. That wobble makes the next landing dangerous.
Agreed. We need to replace the wheel before the next run.
The fork's bottomed out hard on the triple.
Yeah, and the shock temp is pushing 180. That weld held up perfectly.
Yeah, the cradle looks clean too. Ready for the next round.
Suspension feels dialed in.
Okay. Brakes are tight. We're good to go.